Welcome to KSP, or Kerbal Space Program. I actually found this on sale. I remembered this game from a very long time ago. And something about me wanting to play it. But I need to go into Mun or Bust. Missions. Hey, missions? What do we got here? Dawn of the Space Age. Oh. Oh, cool. This is all the new missions screen. This is where you can select to play historical missions from early chapters of Kerbal Space Flight. You can also see and play your own missions and those community-created missions you have downloaded. For each mission, you can see the briefing. You can also save your missions during play to return to them later time. For each mission you completed, you may see, where applicable, to score and impress your friends with. At the bottom of the missions list are 3 tutorial missions for you to try. Each will teach you a different aspect of the mission builder. Okay. Righty-roo. I need training. Getting started in basic construction, intermediate, advanced construction, going for orbit, to the Mun. Oh, the moon, I guess. Okay, so we're just gonna do some of the training, pretty much, and we'll just see what happens. And then I'll go through all the stock missions, and then, I don't know. Hey, hello. Werner van Karman. Welcome to today's lecture on vessel construction. I am Werner von Karman. Whether you want to put a satellite in orbit, make a transcontinental flight, or step onto the very surface of the moon, you're going to need to build yourself a ship. It should be pretty easy, even if you're not a famous rocket scientist like myself. In this tutorial, I will show you around the Kerbal Space Station, then— oh no, a tutorial! Oh no! And then take you to the vehicle assembly building, where you will learn how to construct a simple ship. We'll cover adding and removing parts, what the parts do, how to change the performance settings and the parts which have that option, and how to control staging. At the end of the tutorial, you will craft a fit for a quick hop from the launch pad. At each step, I will lock out all controls other than the ones that you need for that step. If you still manage to mess up, it took me even some time to become as skilled as I am now. You can press back button to go back and fix things. It won't light up unless you do mess up. I need to take a sip of my drink. Oh my god. You're now at the KSC. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. KSC is short for short, is home for the pinnacle of Kerbal endeavor and achievements for space exploration using the facilities you can see here. You will be able to manage your space program, create rockets, planes, and track your Kerbal explorers as they roam from the solar system. Find exciting new uses for explosive substances, and in case of emergency, hire more Kerbals. Damn. To find out about each of these facilities, you can hover your mouse over them or the facility buttons. They show up when the cursor is outside the window. If you need to repair a structure or upgrade them in your career, you can do this by right-clicking them. Take some time to hover the mouse over the buildings and see what each of them are. When you are ready, enter the Vehicle Assembly Building, the VAB. Research and Development. At the R&D facility, our team of scientists works hard to crunch the data received from mission experience. Here, all the research technologies can be viewed and new ones discovered. Astronaut Complex. Astronaut Complex contains the living and recreation spaces for all our crew members. New applicants also apply here to be recruited. Administration Building. Administration Building may not seem like a very exciting place at first, but here's where all our strategic decisions are made. So what is this one? Tracking Station. At the tracking station, all ongoing missions... Oh! Unlock me. I I said the forbidden word. At the TS, all ongoing missions can be viewed and focused. Landed craft can be recovered from here as well. Vehicle assembly building was this mission control. At the mission control facility, all available contracts can be managed. Also, very nice view of launch sites for anyone brave enough to be so close to a launching craft. And spaceplane hangar. Spaceplane hangar allows construction of spacecraft using designed to be launched from the runway. Ah, okay. Well, there's that. Let's go to the vehicle assembly bay. Inside the VAB. Very good. What you see in the middle of the screen is the construction area. This is where parts are placed and your craft is constructed. On the left side of the screen is the parts toolbox. It will show all the parts you have available in each of the different categories. Once there are any to pick, that is. If you want your craft to be controllable, you need a command module, and its best place to make it first part you place. This part will either contain some plucky Kerbal crew or an automated pilot mechanism. As where you're starting, there's only one choice. Go ahead and pick the command module from the pods tab. Okay. After at least one part is placed, you can look around with the arrow keys or right mouse drag. Ah, there we go. Move your camera up and down, page up, page down, mouse scroll wheel. Zoom camera, keypad plus minus shift, my mouse scroll wheel, okay. If you'd like your pilot to be able to make more than one flight, he or she will have to return safely to the ground or water on Kerbal. Parachutes are a simple way to make sure that happens. They can be found on the utility tab. Change tabs by clicking their icons on the left. When you're choosing parts, you can also view the details or available parts by hovering over them in the toolbox. When the info is visible, most parts have an additional information window that can be opened. Go ahead and select the Mark 16 parachute. Uh-huh. Okay. Mark 16 parachute. There we go. Some parts have to be configurable. To see these, we need to right click on the parachute. For now, check the chute is at the height on the chute is at least 1,000 meters. The safety is the Kerbal way after all. Min pressure slider, move it a bit to the right to 0.2. Oh, move it to 0.2. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna need something to make us go. Click on the engines. Solid rocket motors. Okay. Okay. Oops, you forgot you're just starting a famous rocket scientist and to make a craft survival. Solid rocket is too powerful for the payload. A single small pod and shoot. It will either burn up on a ascent from going too fast or burn up coming back down. Even if you survive that, the craft's mass will still cause to fall as if you hit the surface before it could stop you. Okay, I promise to teach you how to change that to make it work in a later tutorial, but for now, let's continue. Now pick up the back thumper. Is that what that is? Pick up the... What is this? Oh my god. I did it wrong. Oh no. Hold on, we gotta go backwards again. Uh. Pick the command. I did. I think I broke it. I broke it, guys. Uh-oh. No, whoops. Don't save. Training, yeah, there we go. We need to restart that. Yep, we know anything about that. We know everything about that. Okay, there we go. Select that thing. Yep. Found on the utility tab. Right click. Need to bring that to point 2. Engines tab. Next. Pick up the back thumper. Or press delete. Okay. So let's add the solid motor that's a better match for the ship size. At the start of your career, you will have what I consider rubbish parts. Literally, the motor here looks like and may well be a converted trash can. Let's pick up the RT5 flea. Okay. Go to launch right now. But this might be safer to explain. In the bottom right, you will see the staging stack. It's this box with the number 0 with a parachute and engine in it. When the stack shows which parts will be activated as we stage our rocket. What this shows is when we activate the next stage, both engine and the parachute will be triggered. While it could be considered funny to open the chute and fire the motor at the same time, it's not going to give you much of a flight. To fix this, we need to separate the engine and chute into 2. If you mouse over the 0, you'll see a little plus or minus. Click the plus to add a new stage. If you add too many, the minus button will make sure you're okay. Now drag the engine from stage 0 to 1. There we go. That's it. We now have a safe, well, relatively safe craft that's ready to go. Let's make sure that if we need this design again, we don't have to build it all from scratch. At the top of your screen, craft untitled spacecraft. And name it. Fart hole. My caps lock is a fart hole. There we go. When you use the load screens later, these names and descriptions help you grab the right vessel. When you're happy with the name, click the save button and click the save button? Ah, there it is. Save. Okay. Next. Summing up. Excellent work. Feel free to play around with the parts and techniques I have shown you, and when you're ready to continue, press the red button in the upper right to exit. Back at the training menu, try the flight basics tutorial to learn how to fly this little craft, and when you more about in the editor. No, any vessels you create here will be lost when you exit. This is just for playing around. Okay. Alright, leave. Training. Basic flight. Gene! Welcome to the Kerbal Space Center launch facility. I'm Gene Kerman, and we'll teach you the basics of piloting spacecraft. I trust you already checked the basic construction tutorial. If not, I recommend you do so before going through this one. Today we will run through all the important controls for your spacecraft. Our little hopper from your basic construction lesson with Werner may not have all of them, but we'll do a full run through once and see how it flies. You're ready to go, press next. Flying spacecraft is all about being in control of generally a very chaotic situation. As a pilot, your main flight controls will affect the pitch, yaw, and roll of the ship. Let's take a look at those. All other controls will be locked until... okay. Next. S and W. Q and E. Oh my god. Next. Okay, rest of the flight controls. And fly from launch to the final deployment of your this is notice stage. Since we haven't launched yet, it's telling the first stage is active. If your staging control is locked for now, so the stage indicator is glowing purple. One more thing on staging: if the staging setup is causing strife, you change your mind about something, you can edit the stage sequence on the fly, pun intended. No need to go back to the assembly facility. Knowing your ship oriented, so a good pilot always where it's pointing, and the velocity meter vector where it's going. These aren't always the same direction, and your skills will improve. You should pick up on these. Big ground instrument, nav ball. Yep. I've played Flight Simulator. Up center, altimeter, vertical speed, atmosphere gauge. Okay. Rocket the green. Before we give this rocket the green light in the staging stack, can see the indicator for your parachute will be activated by staging. You already know that, but the background will also change color to indicate when it is safe to open the parachute. In the foreground, the parachute change color to however, not deploy when unsafe, even if you stage them. Left 3 shows safety, safe, risky, and unsafe to deploy. The chute is unstaged, white. In the 3 left, the right 3 after staging, armed, deployed, and cut, shredded. When you're familiar with the chute icon colors, we can move on. Okay. Okay, enough talk. I'll unlock the flight controls, and you'll be clear for launch. Anytime. For now, you then hit space when you're ready for launch. Has only a solid rocket motor, and there's no throttle control. That's why we didn't review the throttle here. Make sure to fly in a nice high arc and enjoy the flight. Okay. Alright. Look, I'm flying, Ma. Docking mode. I want to come back down now. Whoa. You gonna freak out, Valentina? There we go. Alright. That's enough fooling around with that. Ah. Alright, centrifugal force. I'll balance this out. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Uh-oh. There we go. I fixed it. Yay. Now we sit back and enjoy the descent. Okay. How much time can I warp? Cannot warp time in this scenario. That's poopy. Oh, I flew over here. Damn. Probably because I, you know, almost made person die. Damn. Yeah, well done. You survived your first quick flight. Now when you're landed or splashed on Kerbal, not in training, you can point your mouse just above the altimeter and recover. Click the recover on the button. Where's the recover button? Not in training, you... Oh. And press the run just above the altimeter, which would be... Ah. There it is. Abort action group. This concludes today's lesson. To exit training, press save. To access... Hope to see you in the learn more about suborbital flight sometime. Okay. Okay. End scenario. End scenario. And now we go on to intermediate construction. And I think we might do one more after this one, depending on how long it takes, because I'm already at like 20 minutes. Holy guacamole. Look at that water texture. My God. It's beautiful. Hello again. Glad you could come back. To get started, go ahead and enter the VAB and I'll give you the overview of what we're building today. Awesome! Here we are again, now back to business. If you remember, in our last construction tutorial, we covered how to build a simple hopper and some of the basics of the construction area. In this tutorial, we'll expand your knowledge of some of the more useful features in the VAB and build a more complex craft that will be able to get us out of the atmosphere. Holy shit! Click on the open button and load the hopper, then remove its RT flea. Oh, okay. Load. And then get rid of this. If you mess up, you recreate the craft. Okay. Unlike last time, we won't be bringing the whole vessel back, so we change out our parachute. Oh. Right-click on the parachute and... Oh, wait. So we can change our parachute stats from what we used before. Right-click on the parachute. And all the way to the right. That corresponds with an altitude of Kerbal, about 2 kilometers, and it means a much shorter time hanging around during descent. First of all, let's change the name of our craft. In the description, if you want, simply change the name to something other than Hopper and we can proceed. Jumper. Next. Great, for this craft we are going to give the ship some additional purpose by attaching a science experiment. We can run these experiments during our travels and get valuable science data for Kerbal kind. There are a number of science experiments to be performed, but at the moment we only have the mystery goo containment unit available. Switch to the science tab to look at it. Oh my God. Fluid! Switch the... I mean, they don't even know what color the goo is. Oh God. When you pick the part, you will see... When you pick up the part, you will see that it is designed to attach to the sides of other parts, i.e. radially. Then during our... What you wanted me to do? Ah, wait, he's teaching me about symmetry tool. Press the symmetry button, the X button. Hit 2 times and pick up the mystery goods containment on either side of the pod. Near the top. Okay. You'll notice the second one has been opposite direction. Yes. I'm gonna put you up here. If you already placed a lone canister, pick it up. Make sure remember to place the canister near the nose of the pod. Okay. If we add too many more parts here, the craft we are making will be too heavy to survive re-entry safely, and too heavy if slowed by our parachute, leading to sudden impact syndrome. So we will need to add a decoupler below the pod. Decouplers can be found in the coupling tab. Okay. Coupling. Decoupler. Go to coupling, get a TD12. Yep. Note that the stack couplers now have arrows. The arrows show the arrow making the pod. It will be by default. Okay. Well done. I will recall, I hope, that in a previous tutorial we had to adjust the staging stack if you add a decoupler, an extra stage is automatically added to the stacks so that any new parts below. Okay. This time we're going to use a liquid propellant rocket engine. Unlike solid rocket motors, these engines don't carry their own propellants with them, so we need to add some fuel tanks. Go to the fuel tab. Fuel tanks. Add 5 FLT 100 fuel tanks. Oh my god. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can duplicate. Okay. Good. Switch over to the engines tab. The swivel engine you see here is obviously different from the flea we used before. This is a liquid engine and needs and burns both liquid fuel and oxidizer. Funnily enough, that's what we just added to the rocket. Okay, we'll add that bitch to the bottom. Uh-huh. We're almost there. We're doing fine. Maybe not as speedily as someone of my caliber, though. The last thing, aerodynamics tab. Symmetry mode to ×4. And right there. Drop a basic fin on the last rocket tank. You'll be 3 symmetrical counterparts. Awesome. And now we've got a rocket that will let us reach for the stars. Admittedly, I did say reach for, as this is a basic rocket that can achieve which can't achieve orbit. That means re-entry will also be basic. You've done a great job in the building basic hopper and sub-orbit capable rocket. Hopefully you've learned a few things about how to build a craft and how to use some of the shortcuts that are here, that are in here. With the red button on top, be great. Auf Wiedersehen. I don't know German. Don't save. Okay, we'll do one more training. We'll do one more training thing. Suborbital flight. There we go. We'll do this one, and then that'll be the video. Because this is going to go in unedited. Hello again, glad you could make it back. Today will be an exciting step to getting our first Kerbal into space. Yep, with a capital S. Hopefully you remember the controls we discussed. I don't. Press escape and view the key bindings for a reminder. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember... I remember some of it. Your mission today is to make a short suborbital, less than orbital flight out over the water to the east. It's a nice arcing path that ensures a gentle, survivable re-entry. Straight up and then straight down is not so good for survival. I've set the pink target indicator on the nav ball as aim point, but do note that this is not the case for normal missions. The target marker is normally used for other things, and does not help with ascents. Starting with the nose pointing straight up on the launch pad, or 90 degrees in elevation from the eastern horizon, tilt east to 80 degrees elevation. On the nav ball by 150 meters a second, start at 50 meters a second. Tilt east 70 degrees on the nav ball by 400 meters a second. After burnout, coast up into space and have a look around. Prepare for re-entry. Lastly, re-enter and land safely. Once we reach burnout, run out of propellant, we'll have a bit more time to discuss other things. Left shift, throttle up, left control. Aha. I see. Tried things out and oh. Oh, okay. Sweet. Next. SAS stands for stability. SAME are deactivated by momentarily by holding on the F and can be toggled by the T key. Okay. You have problems following the maneuvers. Once you enable SAS and lift off, you can click. That will cause SAS to follow the target indicator and fly for you. Note, this autopilot functioning will not be available until you are flying. Ah. The craft has a bit too much engine, so we're going to throttle down for launch. Set your throttle to 2/3. Also turn on S mode. Where's 2/3? Right here? That's 2/3. The upper of the two middle notches. Okay. Also turn on SAS to control things. It will keep you pointed where you want to be pointed. During the assessment of the information is quite detailed and can take a while to read. This is short suborbital hop, so I don't want you to miss anything important. I will place a warning at the top of the pages where you might want to pause the game to read. The warning will look like this. Warning, detailed info. Press escape to pause if necessary. Okay. Okay, enough talk. I'll unlock the rest of the flight controls and you'll be cleared to launch. At any time, you may press escape to pause the game in the pause menu. You can restart the flight or end this tutorial and to return to the main menu. I've enabled the target marker on the nav ball. Give it a look to make sure you see it, and then let's get ready to light this candle. Double check your throttle is set to 2/3. It is. Unlock me. Thank you. Double check you. Me saying double check sounds like me saying track me, apparently. Unlock me. Throttle is set to 2/3, the upper of the two middle notches on the slider, and SAS is enabled. Then hit space when you're ready to launch. Remember to start turning at 50 meters a second. Okay. Tilt the marker to 80 degrees. Then we come up to 70 degrees. That's 7. We've got the rocket where it needs to be in order to... You should be able to let SAS keep things steady while we accelerate further. Now go ahead and throttle up to full power. Alright. We're looking now as we... there's some heat effects, but we will clear before it gets too hot. Oops, look like we're not going to clear it. Press the escape and choose revert flight again. Well, fuck me running. Alright. I'm stupid. Yep. Yep. Oh, shit. Okay. Uh-huh. Ah! Damn it, I'm fucking dumb. I know what I need to do, I'm just a big fucking dumbass, is all. Okay. Uh-huh. Out of gas. Press escape to pause if necessary. If you're confident getting it, you should trigger indicator to align. That will minimize your drag and turn the smallest side of your vehicle into the airflow. Surface to, if you want to have a look at your trajectory, you can switch to the map. Alright. Now that we're coasting our way into the apoapsis, that's the highest point on the current projected, we've got a little time to chat. Once you clear the atmosphere, we'll go over what you can do in space. Alright. Jebediah! What's up, Jebediah? He's just hanging out. Oh, I need to tilt. While we float up here beyond the atmosphere, I'll quickly tell you about a couple of things you can do. With an advanced enough astronaut complex and the KSC, we can train your Kerbals to be able to spacewalk, or EVA, although we won't be doing that on this flight. Also, when we are carrying science devices like our goo containers, we can perform experiments. Feel free to play with the goo canisters right now by right-clicking on them. I'll let you know when it's time for the next phase. Okay. Mr. Observe the mystery goo. Mr. Near Kerbal. The goo seems to be clumped up into a sphere. It also appears to have become brittle. Transmit the data. Transmitting this will render this module inoperable. Yes, transmit the data. Observe. Transmit. Feel free to play with the goo canisters right now. As we near the edge of the atmosphere again, it's time to reorient the pod for re-entry. We are only going to... Okay. I'm getting there. Nice. Now hold steady on your new attitude, let SAS do its job, and get ready to decouple the first stage and start re-entry. Alright. You guys come here often? Cool beans. Now it's time to get rid of that boosters, and it's press stage to discard the unneeded parts and mass. Alright, turn SAS off and let the air do the work. Oh god. Ah! Come on! Atmosphere, keep all hands and... Keep all hands, you know, we don't want you getting burnt or anything. Don't mind the flames. Werner is world-famous rocket scientist. After all, he's built this ship to withstand them. Last time we watched the parachute icon to wait for the right time to open the chute. This time we're going to do something a little different. Remember, the construction tutorial where you design the vessel, you set the chute to not semi-deploy it until 0.75 atmospheres of pressure. That means the chute won't perform the first of its 2 deployment stages until then. Even if you activate it by staging now, on Kerbal, 0.75 ATM means about 2,000 meters altitude above sea level, and the craft should be traveling slowly enough by then that the chute will survive deployment. So let's take the bold step of arming the chute now, and let the smarts in there pop it at the right altitude. You know you can trust me. Stage the chute now by pressing space. Oh my god. Wait. So while you set your chute to not actually semi-deploy until around 2 kilometers, we do look out for you at mission control. We do need to ensure that the opening of the height, its second full deployment, is correct. You can even adjust these parameters during flight. Right-click on the parachute now to check the sliders. Don't touch the pressure slider or bad things will happen. And make sure you fully deploy it no less than 1,000. Or you will not have enough time. Once you're satisfied, just hang on until about 2 kilometers and watch the parachute trigger itself according to the settings we've chosen. While we're waiting, I want you to look at the bottom of the capsule. A heat shield, don't need one because it's such a gentle flight. Actually, a heat shield would make things a lot more dangerous on this craft because the additional mass would be pushing the limits of this model of parachute. Oh. Well, that's not good. Well, it should be opening up here pretty quick. And the chute is away. Now enjoy a leisurely float down to the surface. Yeah, we did a thing. I'm so cool. And here we are floating down. Can I control this? Oh my god, I can. This is epic. Can I spin? Yeah, I can spin. Holy fuck! That's epic. Welcome back, and congratulations on completing and even surviving your first real mission. Managed to launch, control your vessel into space, orient yourself correctly, and land safety. That's quite an achievement. If you want to practice this again, choose to revert launch from the pause menu, otherwise end the scenario. And be sure to go and check out the other tutorials. My next one is about going for orbit and is really exciting. There's always lots to learn at the KSC. Awesome sauce. End scenario. And with that, being said, the next time we do this, it will be advanced construction, and we'll be going into orbit. And we've got quite a bit to do, so probably we'll get into advanced construction and then doing the orbiting stuff, because I'm probably gonna mess this up. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming around, hanging out. Makes me feel good about my life. And I will catch you all in the next time. If you enjoyed today's video, smash the like button. It helps my channel out a lot. Also leave a like, comment. Comment Moon. M-U-N. Do it. Comment M-U-N. Moon. And then it'll let me know to do up another one of these soon. So, with that all that being said, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.